let's all go for a walk. We can talk about so many things as we walk. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. On the way we'll talk. On the way we'll talk. Of this and that. Of this and that. You can ask the questions and I will answer why. You can ask the questions and I will answer why. When we reach your house, we'll wave goodbye. When we reach your house, we'll wave goodbye. See you, dear friend. See you tomorrow. We can go for a walk again tomorrow. Bye.
Mandy was a conceited little girl. She had every reason to be, as she was the star of a popular TV show. Mandy had very few friends at school. She always remained big-headed and boasted about being on the television. The other kids in the class listened to her stories and fancied her luxurious and fame-filled life. It was the same with Mandy's cousins. They too couldn't speak much before her, as she often bragged about her fans and accomplishments at such a young age. To make matters worse, her parents too were submissive before her, as they feared that they might offend her in some way or the other. Mandy believed and openly said that her life was beautiful because of the fame and money she had. For others, she said, they live such normal lives, so boring and not at all beautiful. One day, Mandy's cousin Emma introduced her to her new friend Jacob. He was charming, handsome, and full of humor. Jacob and Emma really enjoyed being with each other. At first, Mandy tried to show off, as was her habit, but soon she realized that Jacob wasn't interested in her stories at all. For Mandy, Jacob became a target that she wanted to achieve at all costs. One day, Emma invited Mandy to a picnic. Mandy instantly agreed when she heard that Jacob was going to be there. However, suddenly her manager reminded her that she had to shoot on the day of the picnic. Reluctantly, Mandy had to drop the idea of the picnic. After a few days, Emma invited her for a movie with Jacob. Again, Mandy had to refuse, as she had to go for an interview. For a third time, Emma invited her to a party. Once again, Mandy had to let it pass, as she had to shoot an extra episode for her show. However, luck favored Mandy after a long time, and she happened to catch up with Emma and Jacob at an outing. There, she observed that Jacob was getting along with Emma very well. This infuriated Mandy. The moment she got a chance, she took Jacob by hand and tried to have a friendly chat with him alone. At first, she bragged about her career. But when that didn't seem to work, she started criticizing Emma and her ordinary life. She went on and on until Jacob stopped her. "You seem to have a weird conception about life, dear girl," said Jacob with an attitude. "Let me tell you something. I believe it's not our life, but it's your life that sucks." No one had said such a thing to Mandy before. She left the place with tears in her eyes and rushed back home. When Grandma saw Mandy so depressed and hurt, she asked her the matter. On hearing what Jacob had said, Grandma replied, "Well, my child, he couldn't be more right." Mandy was surprised to hear that from her grandma. Grandma smiled and asked her a question. "When was the last time that you felt truly free, happy, and beautiful? Can you confidently say that you and your life will be beautiful even without the show that you do on the television?" Mandy was confused. She didn't know what to say. Then Grandma said, "My child, beauty is all around us. It is in the life that God has given us. We just have to see it. It is beautiful when a mother scolds her child for doing something bad and then hugs the same child to kiss him. Both the anger and affection of elders are beautiful. It is beautiful when you can spend time with your loved ones and sing and dance and play as much as you want. No money can match that." Mandy listened to her grandma attentively while she continued. "It is beautiful to enjoy a healthy life, and at the same time, it is beautiful to enjoy a relaxed old age when you have friends and family around that love you. Look around and see how beautifully God has created each and every aspect of nature. Can you do that?" Mandy was speechless. She realized that till now she had been holding on to a very different concept of beauty. She had been running after superficial beauty that didn't really exist. That experience changed Mandy for the rest of her life. She continued to appear on the television as a star. However, for her friends and family, she became a normal kid. No one could call her conceited anymore. She decided to prioritize things in her life and gave the upper hand to her personal life that truly showed how beautiful life was. She started hanging out with friends and her parents too became parents in true sense of the word. Gradually, she realized that it was her family and friends that made her life beautiful.
Hey children! Here comes an old man selling hot cross buns. Yummy!
Hot cross buns, hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons.
One a penny, two a penny, hot cross buns. One a penny, two a penny, hot cross buns. La 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 la.
Come on, children. Come on, take your hot cross buns. They're nice and warm and fresh. Come, children, don't be shy.
Yummy, yummy.
Hi, I am Michael. I live with my parents, grandparents, and brother. I don't understand the point of having such a big family. Living in a big family is a headache. I am never alone. There is always someone or the other to bother me. Once it so happened that my family planned a picnic with my cousins and uncles and aunts. I thought it would be a nice chance to spend some time with my friends. So I told them that I would stay back to complete my homework. My folks were about to cancel the plan, but somehow I managed to make them go. Finally, after a long time, I was alone at home. I started calling my friends to see who was free for an outing. After around 10 phone calls, I came upon John, who was free for the day. The rest of them were out with their families. So, we decided to go to a nearby lake. We picked our bicycles and set off. As luck would have it, I met with an accident on the way. One moment, I was in terrible pain, and the next, I fainted. When I opened eyes, I was in a hospital with a fractured leg and some bandages here and there. John hadn't hurt himself, so he called my parents and told them about the accident. Soon I was at home in my bed. I knew everyone was angry that I had lied to them. Mom did ask me about the homework, but Dad told her to keep quiet for some time. From that day on, I saw a different kind of family. Mom cooked for me whatever I wanted and made sure that I ate my medicines on time. Dad brought me magazines, books, and video games to keep me busy. Whenever it pained somewhere, Grandma would gently massage me, while Grandpa would tell me heroic stories of his younger spirits to cheer me up. Whenever he was free, my little brother would play a board game with me. That little chap would do anything I asked him to do. At weekend, my uncles and aunts brought me gifts and flowers. My cousin Ryan, who was in the same class as I was, brought me homework from school to keep me updated. My other cousins told me jokes and stories to keep me in good humor. 2 months passed like this, and I didn't feel bored or like a handicap even for a single day. It was then that I realized the importance of family. None of my friends were there to support me. I can't imagine what would have happened to me if I was all alone. I apologized to Mom about lying to her the other day. She kissed me and said, "It's okay. I know you have learnt your lesson." I thank God for giving me such a loving family. I love my family so much that I can't live without it.
Children, don't hurt animals. They too feel pain and cry, just like you and me. I had a little pony, his name was Dapple Grey. I lent him to a lady to ride a mile away. She whipped him, she slashed him, she rode him through the mire. I would not lend my pony now for all the ladies hire. I had a little pony, his name was Dapple Grey. I lent him to a lady to ride a mile away. She whipped him, she slashed him, she rode him through the mire. I would not lend my pony now for all the ladies hire.
What a mean lady! Oh,
It
poor little
hurts.
pony!
It
Don't
hurts.
cry. Don't be sad.
Hee-haw.